Group. Union Group is a welcoming community for individuals and families on the path of spiritual growth. We offer a women's group, a men's group, and nurturing childcare. Our women's group embraces souls from all spiritual and religious traditions. With confidentiality at its core, it's a judgment-free space where every voice is valued. Our men's group is a sanctuary for those seeking deeper connection, encouragement, and the bonds of brotherhood. Our children's program provides a safe and supportive space where kids explore spirituality through music, stories, play, and meaningful connection. Are you searching for more peace, support, or just need a little inspiration? Visit our website and sign up for our newsletter. We look forward to welcoming you into our community.
We rehearsed it, just went around the circle once. Really, let's go around the circle twice. So we're doing
Good morning, people of God. Welcome to worship here at First United Methodist Church in Loveland. It is so good to see you all here in the sanctuary. It is so good to know that we have those of you worshiping online with us this morning. It's a very special Sunday morning of worship for a number of reasons, but the two main ones is one, it is Veterans Day Sunday, which means we get to honor and say thank you to all of you veterans and active duty men and women who have served and are serving in our nation's armed forces. In this time of unease and strife in our nation and world, just our thankfulness is very, very deep, very, very deep for all you have done to serve our country. So thank you so much. And thank you for being here again, and welcome back to the Weld County Ramblers this morning. We wanted them to come and be able to celebrate our veterans today in a very special way. So thank you for being back. I did not bring all the I'm not going to introduce anyway. Mark, I'm going to let you do that when you're up and start leading service here in a little bit. So we have the 4 members of the Weld County Ramblers who will be leading us in music and message and worship in just a few moments. So thank you for starting that off so well. A few announcements before we start. We could have about 20 announcements, but we're not going to do that many. We're going to try to keep it a little shorter this morning. I do want to say, not only with the welcome to the Ramblers, I just want to point out they are a very generous and gracious bunch. And they don't ask too much as far as an offering and an honorarium goes, but we are so thankful for them to be here and to be blessed by and to be led into worship by their wonderful worshipful leadership, their music and their message. And so as a way to say thank you, I hope you've seen our notes the last 2 or 3 weeks about this. I hope you brought some spare change this morning. We do have 3 baskets at each exit area. As you're leaving this morning, I invite you to pull out your spare change and just drop what you have and can and prayerfully called to give into the baskets, just as a love offering to say thank you to the Ramblers, because we are deeply blessed and thankful that they are with us this morning. A couple of things that are upcoming that I want to announce, and then Lee's got a couple announcements, so I just want to talk about, I guess I just have one more thing. The hanging of the greens, believe it or not, we are almost at Advent. We've got one more Sunday. I will be starting an Advent sermon series early just because of the timing of things. But Advent officially starts on November 30th, and that means that it's also the day that we will be hosting the Hanging of the Greens program here that evening. It's kind of evening, 4 o'clock. That's under the leadership and direction of Susan Harding. And this is a time, in case you're not familiar with it, that's been a long time tradition. We missed it last year, but it's back this year. It's a time that we come in to wrap up, with the help of our children and others, the decorating of our sanctuary, but it's also a time of music and fellowship and message. It starts at 4 o'clock that evening. We are still looking for musical performers to fill in some of the slots. We're looking for some of the folks. There are some script reading parts that are available, and we want to hear a multitude of voices. So we would like you to fill in if you are a musician, or even if you don't consider yourself a musician, but you hum pretty good in the shower and you wanna come and lend that part of the blessing of the evening. Then we would like to have you sign up. It's going to be Christmas songs. It's not going to be anything real that can stress you out. But to sign up, or if you have questions, please reach out to Susan Harding. And I'm going to say this, but so you don't have to remember it or jot it down, it is in the window and it's in the e-blast. Susan Music Harding SusanMusicHarding@gmail.com. If you could reach out to Susan soon. There's also a sign-up table or a sign-up sheet on the Ask Me desk. If you know today that you want to contribute something, go and just sign up in the Ask Me desk. We do need to get counts on who's coming, because afterwards there's a meal, and Carl Williams is going to help with that, and we're going to have some different things, but we need to know how many are going to stay for the meal. So if you can at least do that part today, if you could sign up that you're coming to the meal out on the Ask Me desk, or send Susan an email today, that would be most appreciated, and we'll just look forward to that. That's coming up on the 30th of November, and we look forward to sharing that time together. That is all I have, and I'm going to invite Lee up now, and she's got a few announcements to make too.
So first of all, you may have noticed we have two beautiful altar arrangements this morning. One is given by Clara Stutzman in honor of Lyle Gilroy's birthday. So Lyle, happy birthday. And the other one is given by Barb Frank in memory of her beloved Reverend George Frank. We miss him dearly. And on that note, it is with sorrow that I have to announce the passing of another one of our church family members. Royal Reeser died on November 6th. That was this Thursday. It was unexpected. We hold him, his family, and this church family, all of his loved ones, in prayer this week. On an uplifting note, there is a lot that the Missions and Social Concerns Committee is doing to help those in need. A lot of ways that this faith community can be a blessing to our neighbors. One of the most pressing is the response to the SNAP benefits and feeding our neighbors. Mark Maservi is going to talk more about that in the Littles message, but please take a moment to look at the window, the Insight newsletter, and the Volunteer Hub table to get more information about that. But next Sunday is our Friendsgiving, Sunday, November 16th. Food is beginning to be served at 11:30. It will just follow this worship service. You can sign up, and please do sign up. It's a free meal, but we need a head count for you and any guests that you are bringing. So please sign up in lobby court. Carl and Aaron are out there to sign folks up. We also need help with some serving and cleanup, so you can sign up for that at the same time. And this is not a potluck. However, if you are someone who loves to bake and you just can't help yourself, please bring a pie or some other form of dessert, and we will be able to feed the masses with your delicious goodies. So thank you for doing that. And now, friends, I invite you to pass the peace of Christ, starting with our online worshipers, our online church neighbors, and we'll face the camera and do our ASL together, which is the peace of Christ be with you. And if you are here in the sanctuary, rise and greet each other and pass the peace of Christ.
It's worth some tears.
Oh, I meant to say, his man is still on the slideshow.
Oh, okay.
It's not going to play.
Nobody ever does that, right?
We get to see you again. Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, it's fun. It's always fun.
All right. We are going to have a toe tap in worship this morning, but to get started, I'm going to lead us in prayer, and then I want to take a moment just to recognize our veterans, and if there's any active duty men and women here. I'm not sure that there are, but if there are, we want to recognize them as well. But for now, let us do what we came here to do. Let us take a deep breath. You've kind of settled yourself on your outside already, so let's do what I like to do. Let's take a deep breath and settle ourselves on our inside. Let's try to push all that distracting stuff outside these walls, outside this time. Push it aside. Let's breathe deep. Let's sit in silence for a couple of breaths. And let's just give ourselves a moment to allow our spirits to connect with God's Spirit this morning. And then I'll lead us in a word of prayer. Let us go to God in silence. Gracious and faithful God, on this Veterans Day Sunday, we gather with hearts full of gratitude. And we thank you for the men and the women who have answered the call to serve something greater than themselves, who have stood in defense of freedom, justice, and peace. We honor not only their courage, but the deep character and conviction that led them to sacrifice, to protect, and to persevere. We also lift up those who serve in quiet ways, on the home front, in communities, in families, and in acts of compassion and care. Their service, too, reflects your love and light in the world. As we worship today, may your Spirit stir within us a renewed sense of purpose. May we be inspired by those who serve to live lives of integrity, generosity, and hope. Bless all who have served, all who continue to serve, and all who carry the burdens and the blessings of that calling. In your holy name we pray. Amen. Now, before the choir sings the special music this morning, a song called Song for the Unsung Hero, and I like it already because of the title. But before that, we want to take a moment to honor those who have served, who are serving either in active duty or reserve duty right now. So I invite, and I hope I get all the branches because I'm going by memory here. I don't want to forget a branch. But let us start with asking any of you here who have served in the armed forces, and we'll go by service. And if you're online, we'd love to hear from you on this. So if you are veterans or active duty online with us, send us a message in the comment box on YouTube, go to our Facebook page, go to our website, fumcloveland.org, send us a message and let us know you're here with us. But I invite all of those who are veterans or in some active status of the Army to please, the U.S. Army, to please stand this morning. Wonderful, yeah. Stay standing. Continue standing if you can and will. Continue standing. If you have served or are serving currently in the U.S. Navy, if you could please stand. Please stay standing once you stood. We won't, yeah, thank you. And those who have served or are serving in the U.S. Air Force, if you could stand. For those serving who have served in the National Guard, if you could stand. And those who are serving or have served in the U.S. Coast Guard, if you could stand. Am I forgetting a service branch? The Marines! Oh, I'm sorry, Marines. Oh my gosh. The U.S. Marines, if you are serving or have served in the U.S. Marines, please stand so we can honor you as well. My goodness, how did I miss the Marines? Oh, I definitely forgot about Space Force. I'd be surprised if there's any veterans of the Space Force in here, but if any of you are actively serving now, or if you're serving online, give us a shout out in the U.S. Space Force. We want to honor you too. And I just want to say again, thank you. We thank God for you. We thank you for your service and your sacrifice and your love for this country, and most of all, the faith that carried you into your acts of service. We have heard from enough veterans over the years that for many, probably most of you, your faith was a part of why you served and a part of what sustained you while you served. And so thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Choir, a song for the unsung hero.
invite you to rise in body or in spirit and join me in our call to worship. Courage. Stand for what we believe. Curiosity. We keep asking questions. Gratitude. We don't take what we have for granted. Honesty. We believe in and express who we are authentically. Humility. We hold patient and gracious space for differences. Love. We see the divine in one another. You may be seated, and it's time for our littles message. I invite the kiddos to come up here and join Mark.
Hi guys, how are you today? You doing good? Doing good? Okay, good. We're gonna do a little activity using your imagination this morning. We're gonna do it a couple of times, and it's going to involve making a picture in your mind, imagining that you can actually see something that I talked to you about. And actually, everybody can do this if you want, because we're all children, right? I mean, really? I mean, my wife tells me I'm acting like a child on occasion, more often than she probably wants to. But okay, are you guys ready? So it would be like if I told you to imagine, close your eyes and imagine there was a dog running down the street chasing a cat. Okay, I would ask you to close your eyes and see that in your mind. And then you'd be able to tell me, well, what kind of dog was it? How big was it? What did the cat look like? How fast was the dog running? Stuff like that, okay? Does that make sense to you guys? Okay, good. Here's the thing that I want you to imagine and then make a picture of in your mind. It's really simple. Thanksgiving dinner. Imagine your Thanksgiving dinner. See what's on the table. Smell what's on the table. See all the people around. Everything that's in that room, okay? Okay, what did you see?
I saw a cat and a dog, and the cat was a Russian blue.
That's a good job.
And the dog was a Great Dane.
That was a Great Dane. Was it enjoying Thanksgiving dinner? No. I think she's imagining the first thing. What did you see?
I saw a turkey in the middle, chicken to the left of it, around 5 inches away.
Cool. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's in good detail. That's great. Anybody else see something?
I saw a big turkey, like 3 feet by 3 feet. And then I saw like Jell-O surrounding it with some stuffing. And then I saw some like root beer for some reason. I don't really know why. And then there was this like, it was mashed potatoes, yes, I remember the name. And that's about it.
Give me one more thing.
There, and then at the top right of the table, there was like a cat sitting on it trying to steal a chicken leg.
Don't do that. Anybody have anything they want to add? I always see like green bean casserole. Something that sounds so bad, yet ends up being really pretty good. Okay, now we're going to do it again. Okay, and now I'm going to tell you what to see. I'm going to tell you very specifically what to see. So I want you to close your eyes and imagine and see in your mind exactly what I tell you. Okay, it's a small kitchen and dining area. Okay, there's a wooden table. It's kind of an oval or football shaped. It wobbles just a little bit. Okay, it's not very far from the counter. Now, it's cold in this room. You want to have at least a sweater or a sweatshirt, maybe a light coat. The table sits on a black and white tile floor. There's a couple of chips out of that floor, and there's some stains on the floor. Now, it's clean. It's not dirty. It's a clean floor, but there's some stains. It's just an old floor. Hey, on the table, there sits a half a gallon of milk. It's about half full. There's a box of cereal. You choose the kind. Okay? And a couple of bananas sitting on that table. Okay? Did you imagine that? Okay. What did I just tell you to look at?
You told us to look at. It would be like in an older house, maybe like something that maybe my grandma would maybe own that. Maybe that would hurt the stains as much. And the cereal would probably be like shredded wheat because I stayed with her on Thursday because I didn't have school on Friday till Saturday, and we went grocery shopping on Friday, and she got shredded wheat.
Do you guys want to know what I told you to look at? I told you to look at Thanksgiving dinner again, twice. The first time, and I also told you to look at Thanksgiving dinner the second time. You see, for thousands of people outside this sanctuary, okay, that's what Thanksgiving dinner might well look like. In Colorado, last year, almost 600,000 people depended on SNAP benefits. They didn't have enough food. Okay. 40-some thousand in Larimer County alone. I don't know how many in Loveland, but I'm sure it's not just a couple. Okay, so let's change that. Okay, now, we can't change it for 600,000 people. We can't change it for 40,000 people, but we can change it for a few. Okay. Truscott Elementary has asked us to help them open a food pantry, okay, so that people that don't have enough food, can't afford to buy food, can come and get some and get it for free. Okay? Now, they've asked for some very specific items, and those items I think are going to appear up on the screen in just a moment. Well, maybe. Okay, well, those items that are going to appear on the screen in just a moment are right there. Okay, you may read it.
Rice, bagged soup, canned pinto beans, canned pasta, cereal.
Yeah, those are the things that Truscott would like us to collect for them. So if you bring those down to the church, we will get them over to Truscott. Now, I understand that sometimes navigating the aisles at Walmart, or especially the King Soopers up on 29th, can be somewhat similar to navigating I-25 at 4:30 in the afternoon. And if that doesn't suit you, you can make a financial donation. It doesn't matter how much, $10, $5, $3, whatever, it doesn't matter. Make the check out to the church, and that will go to the Larimer County Food Bank, okay? All right. Remember what Jesus said. He told us that whatever you do for the least of my brothers and sisters, you do for me, okay? Thank you. The list is also in the window if you can't remember it. And for you guys, I forgot one thing. For you guys, I have the list, okay? And I'm going to ask you to bring your Truscott contributions down to Sunday school the next couple of Sundays. And this goes through Thanksgiving. And then after Thanksgiving, I will come down and see what all of you guys have brought in. And then I will go out to the store and I will double what you brought in. Okay? So this is the only chance you're ever going to get to spend my money. So take advantage of that, please. Okay, let's go to Sunday school.
Thank you, Mark, so much. And thank you, kids, for your contributions. And I now know that I need to add root beer to my Thanksgiving table. It's brilliant. It's brilliant. Why haven't I thought of this before? If you have not already done so, please take those black friendship folders at the end of your pews, fill that out, and let us know that you are here in worship with us today, and pass that to your neighbor. And if you are part of this faith community and did not see, you're a veteran and did not see your name listed on those slides at the beginning of worship, you can write that down as well, and that will get to me, because we want to include you, definitely. Now, this is a bittersweet day as we honor our veterans and give thanks for the many blessings in this country. But we have said goodbye to a few veterans in this church family this year. You may have noticed Royal's name was still on the slides. And as we remembered our saints last week, the number of people we have had to say goodbye to is still fresh. So if you find yourself a little emotionally tender lately, as I am, remember that this is a reflection of the gift of this faith community. As I often say, we grieve because we love. And your giving, your financial giving, but also your gifts of service, keeps this church going to be a blessing to not only one another, but to all those who are in need of a community. And I think that's everyone. So in that spirit of gratitude for the ways that you give, for gratitude for this faith community, and in the spirit of looking to the future with hope, I invite the ushers forward to prepare to receive our offering now. You can find the QR code on the screen here, so if you are in the sanctuary or you are worshiping online, you can use your phone to scan that and be taken to our online giving page. You can also go to fumcloveland.org and click on the Give and Support tab. So in all the ways that you give, thank you. And as we continue in worship by hearing the Ramblers, I invite you to just go into this offering time now with that spirit of gratitude and hope.
So we actually do a song called Lost All My Money But a $2 Bill. And we decided not to do that for the offertory. We'll do something else.
To go
looking forward to hearing more, but for now, please join me in the offertory prayer on your screen here. Let us pray. May our time together and our offerings honor all the hopes we hold within. May our time together bless us with the gifts of inspiration, comfort, and renewal. Amen. And now, in that same spirit of gratitude and joy, we turn things over to the Weld County Ramblers.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So most of these songs we're going to do are songs you're familiar with, I suspect, and please sing along. Please sing along. That's our greatest hope. And if you want, get up and dance. And we were down in, where was it? Smoky Hill, and the kids came up, took their shoes and socks off, and had a good time. So, and you're never too old to do that. Here we go. This one's called Jesus on the Main Line. Just call him up and tell him what you want. His line ain't never busy. Tell him what you want. His line ain't never busy. Tell him what you want. His line ain't never busy. Tell him what you want. Just call him up and tell him what you want. Here's the chorus. Jesus on the main line. Tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line. Tell him what you want. Jesus on the main line. Tell him what you want. You just call him up and tell him what you want. Go ahead. Sad and lonely, tell them what you want. Are you sad and lonely? Tell them what you want. Are you sad and lonely? Tell them what you want. You just call them up and tell them what you want. Here we go. Jesus on the main line, tell them what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell them what you want. Jesus on the main line, tell them what you want. You just call him up and tell him what you want. You just call him up and you tell him what you want. Thank you. That's my way.
That may be our thinnest theology song.
Yes. Okay, you know this one. This one's called I'll Fly Away. Shores. another one, it's called Will the Circle Be Unbroken? I was standing by my window on one cold and cloudy day when I saw that hearse come rolling for to carry my mother away. Will the circle be unbroken? Yeah, by and by, or by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I said to the undertaker, please drive slow. For that body you are hauling, Lord, I hate to see her go. The circle be unbroken, by and by, oh by and by. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Well, I followed close behind her. I tried to hold up and be brave, but I could not hide my sorrow when they laid her in her grave. Will the circle be unbroken, by and by, oh by and by? There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. I went home, my home was lonely, for my mother, she was gone. All my brothers, sisters crying, were so sad and all alone. Will the circle be unbroken, my Lord, my. There's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Yes, there's a better home awaiting in the sky, Lord, in the sky. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So my dad turned 16 on December 6th, 1941. And as most of you probably know, on the next day is the day the Japanese bombed Pearl Harbor. Well, not too long after that, when my dad turned 17, he decided to lie about his age and he joined the Marines. And they sent him to Guam, where he served for about a year. And his platoon was hit by a mortar shell that killed every member of his platoon except him and left him wounded. And he went home after that, and didn't go back to war after that. But I'm telling you this because he was a veteran, and the fact that he was the only survivor, that wound up troubling him pretty much the rest of his life. It really did. But I didn't hear too many of his stories. He was kind of tight-lipped about what happened during those days, and I think it's because, he's a 17-year-old kid seeing stuff that, well, really nobody should see. But I've got family members and friends who are veterans, and I've come to learn that there's a special kind of a patriotism that one has when they decide to join the military, to sign up. That's a big step. And again, it takes a special kind of sense of patriotism, I think, for that to happen. I have to say, I was pretty naive about patriotism until about 25 years ago. It was 2000. And in 2000, some of you know I'm a retired United Methodist minister. I see Barbara over here. She knows that. And just as a footnote, Chuck over here, who I've known the longest and used to be the chair of the SPRC committee at the church I was at in Boulder. So neither one of us is allowed in that building any longer, but I don't know what happened there. So anyway, it was 2000. In 2000, I was appointed to a Japanese-American United Methodist Church. My guess is most of you probably never knew something like that even existed. But here's a little piece of Colorado history I want to share with you today. It's important. So just in downtown Denver, you're probably familiar with Sakura Square. Sakura Square's got some interesting Japanese-American housing. There's a Buddhist temple there that's a Japanese Buddhist temple. But what a lot of people don't know, there's also a Christian church that's a Japanese-American congregation called Simpson United Methodist Church. So in 2000, I was appointed to be the new senior minister at the Japanese-American church. Now, normally the church would get a Japanese-American pastor to come in from California or Oregon, but nobody was available to come out. So they wound up by default hiring this big white guy who was the first Caucasian senior pastor of Simpson Japanese-American Church. I think I was also the tallest pastor they've ever had, too, over 6 feet tall. But anyway, it was a very, very wonderful experience. I had a great experience at this church. They had 2 sanctuaries. They had an English language sanctuary, which is the dominant congregation, but they also had a smaller sanctuary for Japanese immigrants who still spoke Japanese. So anyway, I served the Japanese-American congregation for 6 years, from 2000 to 2006. But the story I want to tell you is a uniquely Colorado story, and it's very appropriate for the occasion of Veterans Day. If you recall, I said earlier in my talk about the bombing of Pearl Harbor. When Pearl Harbor was bombed in December 1941, by February of the next year, the President of the United States, Mr. Roosevelt, signed an executive order 9066. And the executive order 9066 allowed state governments to round up Japanese-American people and remove them from their residence, their business, their farm, and put them in confinement of some kind. The majority of these people are Americans. They were second generation born in the United States, but because they looked Japanese, they were suspect. And so the federal government approved the rounding up of Japanese Americans. And that's in fact what happened in Oregon, Washington, California, Arizona. 120,000 Japanese Americans were rounded up and put in confinement. Technically, they'd be called concentration camps, but they prefer them to be called internment camps to reserve the term concentration camp for what happened in Germany. So All these people, they lost their businesses, they lost their homes, they lost their farms. This happened in Oregon, Washington, California, also, I believe, Arizona. But it didn't happen in Colorado. The governor of Colorado, Ralph Carr, objected. He said, we have all kinds of Japanese Americans here in Colorado that are farming and working and have businesses. They're not doing anything illegal. They're loyal Americans. We're not going to round them up in Colorado. And so Ralph Carr, our governor, decided not to round up and intern Japanese American people. Well, in response, the federal government put one of its internment camps in Colorado. Did you know that? Have you heard of Amachi? Down in Granada. So to kind of stick it to our governor, Ralph Carr, the federal government put an internment camp in southern Colorado. And so what happened during World War II, bunches of Japanese Americans from Oregon and California were put in the internment camp in our state here in Colorado, while the Japanese Americans living here in Colorado were outside the internment camp running their farms and their businesses. What a strange world that was. I mean, these internment, they had, barbed wire fences, guard towers and all. I mean, these were serious prisons. Let's call them prisons. So anyway, that happened in World War II. So Japanese Americans, 120,000 were interned. I can't remember how many thousand were here in Colorado. But the war went on, World War II went on, and the craziest thing you'll ever hear of happened. The Japanese Americans interned in these camps all over Wyoming, California, Oregon. I can't remember how many camps there were. But the war raged on, World War II. They petitioned the federal government to allow them to be soldiers and to fight in the war. 120,000 people in internment camps, Japanese Americans, petitioned the federal government to join the war effort. And it received all kinds of resistance, but finally, I think it was in 1943, the federal government, realizing they needed more soldiers, they needed to defeat the Nazi movement, they allowed for Japanese Americans to join the military. Now, there were some Japanese Americans who chose not to join the military because they were the no-no boys. They said, hey, our families are in prison, you want us to fight your war. But get this, 18,000 young men and women who were in internment camps joined the army. While their families were interned in camps, they joined the army to fight the Nazis in Germany and Italy. 18,000. The government formed a special unit for the Japanese American soldiers, and the regiment was called the 442. Anybody ever heard of the 442? Yeah, you've heard of the 442. The 442 was a specific and unique Japanese American regiment that fought in Germany and Italy. And they were so determined to show their loyalty to their country, most of whom were born in our country, were Native Americans. They were so determined that the 442 regiment, this is a historic piece of information for Colorado, was the most highly decorated military unit in World War II. They received more medals for valor, for honor, for heroism than any other regiment during World War II. While their families are back in the United States in internment camps, they were in Germany and Italy fighting Nazis. That's part of our history here in Colorado. Every Memorial Day, there's a gathering at the Fairmont Cemetery in Denver. There's this beautiful monument, a veterans memorial, World War II memorial with the names of soldiers who were killed during the war, but also as veterans died, their names, World War II veterans, their names are added to the memorial. But it's become this Memorial Day event honoring not just those who've died, but all veterans, including those who were in Vietnam and Korea and Afghanistan and Iraq and all the numerous, and the intelligence service. There was a man in my church when I was at Simpson who was a translator. During World War II, he translated the Japanese messages into English. That was his job. So anyway, if you go there on Memorial Day, you'll see a bunch of people, but a lot of them are Japanese Americans who are remembering and honoring that period of time. But here's another very interesting thing. Not far away, walking distance, is Ralph Carr's grave. It's in Fairmont Cemetery, not too far from the Japanese American Memorial. Unassuming, he was governor, but totally, probably 4 feet tall, maybe 3 feet wide, under some trees. And when you go there on the Memorial Day the Memorial Day for all Americans, but if you go to that event on Memorial Day at Fairmont, if you walk over to Ralph Carr's grave, it's covered in flowers. Covered in flowers. He's still honored for taking the stand he took. So I guess I would end by saying this. It's an interesting story. It's a Colorado story about people who believed in America when America didn't believe in them. That's a special kind of patriotism. And I learned it in my time at Simpson. Let's sing some more songs.
Should save that one for the end.
What do you do, Ain't No Grave? I can't sing.
Okay.
This next song is a song that was made popular by Johnny Cash. In fact, it's the last studio album he ever recorded. And the name of the album is called Ain't No Grave. And this is the song from that album.
feet on the land and sea. Gabriel, don't you blow your trumpet till you hear from me. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Well, meet me, Jesus, meet me in the middle of the air. And if these new wings carry me, I can meet you anywhere. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. Well, meet me, mother and father, meet me down the river road. Mama, you know that I'll be there when I check in my load. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down. There ain't no grave gonna hold my body down.
Thank you very much. Thank you all for giving us a listen today. I think our time is up, but I do want to introduce the band. So we got Karen Truesdale on the fiddle from Niwot, Colorado, or from Gun Barrel. And then Chuck over here on the bass from Lyons, Colorado. And he really, when I went to Boulder First Church in 1993, he really was the chair of the SPR committee. And at that time, he was playing a washtub bass with a broomstick and a rope. So we've moved forward. And then on the guitar here is Kevin Reinschmidt from Meade, Colorado. Which of course means he's the Weld County in the Weld County Ramblers. None of us are the Weld County. And my name's Mark Heiss, and I'm from Roxborough Park nowadays. So, but together we're the Weld County Ramblers. And did you want to give a oh, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Oh, and we're having a special offering for us. But also we've got some CDs that you can purchase. Although my kids are in their 30s, and I show, hey, look, our band has a CD. Do you want one? And my kids look at me like, Dad, what do you want us to do with that? I go, you put it in your CD player. Dad, we don't have CD players. So anyway, we've got some business cards back there with a QR code on the back. And you can use your phone or whatever, and then you could just stream the music. We are trying to be modern people. Anyway, sorry, Leslie, I cut you off there.
Yeah, no, you did not cut me off. I just wanted to say thank you, Weld County Ramblers, for coming to bless us, to lead us into worship in a different way this morning. Your story, Mark, is very touching. My father also was in World War II, and so I know many of you have share the same experience. And so thank you for those words, for reminding us what it means to be human. And I think the way God calls us to be human. So thank you, Ramblers. Thank you, veterans, again, for your service. And it is never forgotten. So in the name of the God who creates us, the God who redeems us, and the God who sustains us, go in peace. Amen.
Oh, when the saints go marching in, oh, when the saints go marching in, the one I want to be in that number, when the saints go marching in. Trumpet sound. When I hear that trumpet sound, oh Lord, I want to be in that number. When I hear that trumpet sound. Trumpet, we did the bell. Oh, here we go. Oh, when I hear them bang that drum. Oh, when I hear them bang that drum. Lord, I want to be in that number. When I hear them bang that drum. Here we go. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, Lord, I want Thank y'all very much. This has been fun. This has been fun. Tell your pastor to bring us back again. Thanks.